It's a people, it's a community, it's a life, it's a heart, it's a spirit.
Parents of gay children say, I want my son, my gay son, to have the same opportunity to come to me and say, hey, Dad, I'm getting married, as my non-gay son or my non-gay daughter.
The heck would you want a picture of a tattoo of $1,000 on your penis for?
You might just need to satisfy yourself sexually alone at that point.
Do I regret it? Not one bit. Did I think that I would actually take it the next step and do it again?
And what goes into their life, how they handle it. There are 12 houses, and each one of those houses has a particular function.
Look into yourself, think about it, and just be whoever it is that speaks to you.
And welcome to Talking About. I'm your host, JC Alvarez, and we're very lucky to have Leah Dubie with us.
Hi.
What's going on?
You enunciate wonderfully. I just want to start out by saying that.
You know, my drama teacher always used to criticize me for my enunciation.
Because it was so good?
No, she used to say I was really bad at it.
Oh, well, you showed her.
I think I slur sometimes, like, you know.
I'm not picking up on it. Maybe once we start drinking. Did you already start drinking? Not yet.
Just a little. You are a comic, young lady.
Yes.
And you're good
sir.
at it. Here in the New York City area. You know, I'm always intrigued by what it is that inspires comics. What sort of like was your stepping stone that got you into this crazy game?
I always wanted to do it. I mean, I had two dreams growing up. One was to be a comedian.
Right.
The other was to be the first girl on the Red Sox.
Oh. That
That one didn't really happen. I'm giving the comedy thing a go. And yeah, I mean, I went to college and did that sort of deal, and I started working in television as a television producer. I think in my mind, I was like, well, I'll sneak in somehow,
you had
like
that itch to get on, yeah.
right, like someone won't show up, and then throw that intern on. That
Or
didn't
I'll
happen.
trip her.
Right.
Yeah.
That didn't happen, and I actually just wound up having a career in television, which I stopped and went full-time into comedy.
So what was the inspiration? Did you see something that just sort of triggered and said, I want to be a comic. I need to be a comic.
You know, I think a lot of comics, maybe they have a moment. For me, I just remember liking making people laugh. I used to always try and make my grandmother laugh. Like that was my goal of like every time I saw her. And I would mimic a lot of television shows. That was kind of like the first, I think like little kids who were singers, like were sing songs they hear on television. I would do Sophia Petrillo.
Oh.
That was one of, and Linda Richmond from Coffee Talk. Those were my two characters mostly.
Mm-hmm. So you definitely must look up to a lot of our modern day comics. I mean, they're
Certainly.
legendary.
Yeah.
You know, it's brilliant. Who's like one that really stands out?
I love Ellen. I mean, who doesn't?
Everybody loves Ellen.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's just got a really odd sense of humor to her.
She's just so, everyone loves her because she's got something for everybody. And I like that. I like that she can be clean. Even though I'm not squeaky clean.
You're a little dirty.
I'm not really that dirty, but I mean, I can pull it back for television.
Okay.
Like I'm doing
She's
now.
got a lot of wide appeal.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
She's marketable.
Yeah, exactly.
She's very marketable, folks.
I will be paying you later.
No, I've actually had the joy of seeing you perform several times. I've actually caught your act twice.
Oh.
Because you have a...
Once was a ghost time. I didn't even know you were there.
Exactly. I was
Wow.
stalking you.
I guess so.
Because you have a weekly gig, right?
I
you
do.
Over at Stonewall.
At the
Dykes
legendary Stonewall.
Dykes on Mics.
Dykes on
I
Mics.
must ask you then, are you a lesbian?
It's true. It's true.
What is it with comics, with lady comics and lesbians?
There's a lot of us. I don't know.
Are only lesbians funny? I mean, it's like, what is that?
I mean, I know plenty of unfunny lesbians, so I don't know. But I don't know what the deal is. There's plenty of comedians that are comics and lesbians and woodworkers. I don't know. Yeah.
Now, what's your thing? Like, as you know, comics all have their thing. What do you gravitate to?
Like the style of comedy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a storyteller for sure. I'm a writer by nature. a lot of comics get up there and just kind of, let's see what happens. I'm way too neurotic for that. Like
Oh, really?
I mean, when I first started doing comedy, I would write it like a monologue. Luckily, I've been doing it long enough. I can freestyle. Things are fine. I can go off script, and I won't, die on stage. But I mean, I put a lot of effort into word choice and how words sound. I care a lot about that. You notice the alliteration here.
Dykes on. Some people might say mix. When I first saw it, I kind of thought.
We are anti-Irish. If you're getting that from the postcard, you would be right.
Not that we hate anyone. We don't hate anyone.
Just the Irish.
We're not promoting any kind of hate at all. See?
Yeah.
We're fighting homophobia with hilarity. Absolutely.
With punchlines.
And this happens every Monday night at Stonewall at 7 o'clock, and it's free.
It is free.
Which is always fun.
It's nice because you don't feel guilty.
Exactly.
Asking people to come to your show.
It's always a good show, and just from looking at it, there's a great lineup, and there's you.
Terrific happy hour prices.
Ooh.
Also, if you like.
You got me sold.
To drink, which we all do.
The comedy's just the bonus.
Right. Hey, if you are somebody who likes to be in bars and drink, you should hang on with us, because that's what comics do.
Now, everyone always has like a goal in their career. What is it that you would like to achieve in yours? Unless you already have it.
I would like to be America's lesbian sweetheart. That is my goal. That's what I'm working hard at. Because right now, I don't know. It's just, right now, it's just credit card debt and tears. But I'm thinking that once America latches onto me.
But that's not your fault, it's the economy.
And my irresponsibility. Yes. Right.
Now, if anyone wants any information on you, you have a website that they can check out?
Yes, leahdubie.com or wickedfunnycomic.com will get you to that, in case you're confused with how to spell Dubie. Or Leah. Or www.
or a combination of the two, because you never know.
Or .com.
Yeah. Now, you've also done some TV, because you also recently just taped a comedy special for Here Networks, right?
Yes, very exciting.
They put a whole bunch of you together?
Yeah, Let Us Run Wild. It was terrific. I wore a sexy schoolgirl outfit.
A very fetching outfit.
Thank you. Yeah, that is actually not a joke. It's true.
It was quite fetching.
There's a lot of leg in my comedy that day.
And you gotta be careful, because like your audience view and then the view.
I am above them, so not so much in life, but just physically with the stage. Yeah. But I was wearing like, my grandmother might call them bloomers. So I think everything was taken care of.
Good, you were covered.
I was covered.
And that's a good note. That's a very good note.
I'm cautious.
Hey, man, it's like I'm always really big on supporting the community, and especially our fellow gay comics, because you guys make us laugh.
Well, that is what we are setting out to do. So I'm glad.
And you are very funny.
Thank you.
So absolutely, if anyone wants to check you out, they can come out to Stonewall on Monday nights at 7 for Dykes on Mics.
We will also be doing Women's Week.
Oh,
in Provincetown.
Oh, fantastic.
Sorry to throw that on you late in the segment when you're trying to leave.
No worries.
Yeah, we're doing October 14th through the 18th. We'll be at the Art House. And we're actually, next weekend, we're at Club Cafe in Boston. And I'll be at the Comedy Studio on that Sunday.
That's brilliant.
We have a whole tour.
You go. There's no stopping you now.
Watch out.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's always a pleasure, and hope, I only wish best things for you.
Oh, thank you.
And this has been another great episode of Talking About. I'm your host, JC Alvarez.